What's good, everyone? It's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. And for today's video, we are going to take a look at my top 10 pickups from 2022. Alright, so starting out at number 10, we do have the Air Trainer 1 in the Chlorophyll colorway. Obviously, this shoe did release in 1987. It was designed by Tinker Hatfield. Obviously, this is a very iconic colorway. You can see that green there at the back, the Nike Air. Materials on this pair aren't bad. The leather isn't anything special, but it is very comfortable on foot. Obviously, you do have that four foot Velcro strap on this pair as well. Just a very iconic model on colorway. So coming in at number 10, you do have the Air Trainer 1 in the Chlorophyll colorway. Coming in at number 9, you do have the Air Max 97s in the Silver Bullet colorway. This is an absolute staple in anyone's collection. I was definitely happy to grab actually two pairs here in 2022. Obviously, it is predominantly a silver shoe with a white stripe there, and there is a ton of 3M running through this upper with all of this piping right here. It's 3M. It's a very clean shoe, and it looks like in 2023 here, we will be getting an all gold pair as well. But these Silver Bullets are a classic shoe. This is retroed pretty countless amount of times as far as I'm concerned, but this shoe could pretty much release every year, and I would probably pick up a pair almost every year or every other year, because this is a shoe that's going to get a ton of wear in my collection. But coming in at number 9, you'd have the Air Max 97 in the Silver Bullet colorway. Coming in at number 8, you do have the Zoom Flight 95s. Obviously, Jason Kidd made this model pretty popular with the black and kind of checkerboard colorway, but this one was made popular by Brent Barry. I believe in 95 or 96 he was in the slam dunk contest. He took off from the free throw line and he was wearing this white and red colorway, and this was the only colorway that I did pick up in 2022. They did release a few other colorways, but the white and reds are the ones that I went after, and I actually got these for like 35 or 40% off as well here in Canada. So I believe I paid around $140. For the number 8 spot on my top 10 list for 2022 is the Zoom Flight 95 in the white and red colorway. Coming in at number 7, you do have the Huarache in the purple punch colorway. Now these did release in I think 2018 or 2019 they last released, and we saw another retro in 2022. It's a beautiful shoe in my opinion. Definitely a beautiful shoe, very comfortable shoe. I think I have like 15 or 20 pairs of Huaraches in my collection. It was designed by Tinker Hatfield, and that one booty construction, the neoprene booty, is just such a comfortable fit. And again, one thing to mention, I would go up one full size to a full size and a half when you do pick up a pair of Huaraches, as they do fit very small. But coming in at the number 7 spot, you do have the Huaraches in the purple punch colorway. Coming in at number 6, you do have the Playoff Jordan 12s. Obviously, the Jordan 12s are one of my favorite Jordan models out there. I would say top 5 or 10 for sure. It's a super comfortable shoe. Now, it does take some time to break in, as you do have some pretty stiff leather uppers, but it does have that full-length Zoom unit embedded in the midsole, so it's a very comfortable shoe, a beautiful shoe. Obviously, MJ wore this back in 97. Quality inspired by the greatest player ever. Just such a clean colorway with the black upper transitioning to the white mudguard and the white midsole and outsole. Let me know what you guys think of this, but coming in at number 6 on my top 10 list for 2022 is the Air Jordan 12 in the beautiful playoff colorway. Alright, so coming in at number 5, you have the Georgetown Air Jordan 1 High 85s. There was a ton of shoes that came out in 2022 that bumped this shoe up to the number 5 spot, but you do have those navy blue hits with the gray upper. I did throw some foxtrot laces in here to match the tongue. Obviously, it's kind of pre-aged. This is the oatmeal color of laces here that I do have in the shoe. These do come with the hang tag. The 85 highs are just my favorite Air Jordan 1s to release in recent years. I do have all of the colorways, but coming in at number 5, you do have the Air Jordan 1 High 85 in the Georgetown colorway. And in a short month time here, in 2023, we're going to be getting the OG white and blacks, but nonetheless, I think this is a beautiful colorway, and this was actually a sample colorway from 1984 or 85s. On that pair, it did say Hoyas here on the collar, but nonetheless, a beautiful colorway, great materials in my opinion, and just an overall great shoe. So let me know what you guys think of the Georgetowns. But coming in at number 5s, you have the Air Jordan 1 High 85s. Coming in at number 4, you do have the Air Jordan 11 in the Varsity Red colorway, or some people are calling these cherries. Back in 01 with the low tops, we just called them the Reds. But I've been saying it since 2001 that I would love to see a mid-top Air Jordan 11 with that patent leather in the red. And here in 2022, we finally got that. It's a beautiful shoe. Obviously, the inside of the shoe, the collar is red versus the low tops being white, but nonetheless a great looking model and something that I'm not going to get a ton of wear out of, but just it kind of brought me back to 01, the nostalgic low top Air Jordan 11 in the white and reds. Let me know if you guys picked these up. Obviously there was a ton of pairs produced, but nonetheless it's another holiday Air Jordan 11 that I was happy to add to the collection. So coming in at number 4, you have the Air Jordan 11 in the cherry colorway. All right, so coming in at number 3, you have the Air Jordan 1 in the Chicago colorway, or the nickname Lost and Found. Basically, this is just an Air Jordan 1 Chicago that is kind of pre-aged with the collar, with the cracking, and the aged white leather on the upper, and then the outsole as well is kind of pre-aged. But a lot of people, this was their shoe of the year. Coming in at number 3, you do have that highly sought after Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found. And on this particular colorway, they did update the wings logo, and the swoosh is bigger, so the shape is a little bit different. And then the toe box here is slanted, so they are getting closer to the 1985, but the Air Jordan 1 High 85, in my opinion, is still the closest to the OGs. But like I said, at number 3, you do have the Air Jordan 1 in the Chicago. And then coming in at number 2, you do have the Fire Red Air Jordan 3s. I'm definitely happy to see what Jordan Brand has done with the Air Jordan 3s as far as folding that tongue back and not showing the lining at the front. It's just a very clean look. That is an OG spec that they did bring back. And then the overall shape as well, you can see that toe is slanted. The elephant print at the toe box is a lot thinner. You can see it wraps around pretty thin. So just the overall build of the Air Jordan 3 I'm really loving. And then obviously they did bring back that Nike Air for 2022. So let me know what you guys think of this, but it did fall at the number 2 spot. Obviously on March 11th here in 2023, we are getting an Air Jordan 3 reimagined white cement. I'll be looking to pick up 2 or 3 pairs of those as well. I actually did pick up 2 pairs of the Fire Reds here, last year in 2022. Let me know what you guys think of this retro. Obviously it was mass produced and very easily attainable, which I loved because it is an OG model, so I do like to see them widely available. But coming in at number 2, you do have the Air Jordan 3 in the Fire Red colorway. And then coming in at number 1, you do have the Air Jordan 2 in the Chicago colorway. Obviously, this is the closest to OG 1987 form that we've ever seen the Air Jordan 2 release with. The toe box is pretty nicely slanted. There is no piping around the kind of reptile faux leather. Just the overall build of the shoe is pretty awesome in my opinion. The leather is pretty good. There is a polyurethane coat over top of it, but nevertheless, it is a beautiful shoe. You do have the 4 eyelets here for 9.5 and up, I believe. And then as well, you do have that Wings logo tag, and just a beautiful overall shoe. I've been waiting so long for this to come back in true OG form. They come with the OG box, the OG hang tag, the OG booklet. So Jordan Brand did a fantastic job with the Air Jordan 2s this year, in my opinion, with all of the collaborations. But for me, this was the shoe that I've been waiting for all year. And it literally released on December 30th. And here on January 9th, I finally received my 2 pairs from Foot Locker Canada. So coming in at number 1, like I said, it is none other than the Air Jordan 2 in the Chicago colorway. So that's going to do it for today's video on my top 10 pickups of 2022. Obviously here you can see my top 3 pickups with the Air Jordan 2 Chicago, the Air Jordan 3 Fire Reds with that Nike Air returning on the back of the shoe, and then coming in at number 3, like we already talked about, the Air Jordan 1 Chicago or Lost and Found. But that's going to do it for today's video. Like I said, as always, if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, that helps the channel a ton. Hit that little notification bell, as you never want to miss another video just like this. But until next time, peace.